Today we're going to talk about bands that don't know when to hang it up. So let's get going. So the big trend musically for these older bands that have been around that have kind of carved the path for a lot of different genres since the 70s, 80s, these bands are still out there playing. Some of them even older, like the Rolling Stones. They're still out there playing at whatever level. You know, they're selling out these gigantic shows, which is great. It's good to have those bands around and have them go out and still have an audience to come out, like AC/DC and Metallica and Guns N' Roses and, you know, all these bands. And a lot of them are doing residencies now in Vegas, which has been a trend for a while now. But, you know, the Scorpions, Motley Crue, they're doing residencies. So, you know, I think if there's an audience for that and for these bands, then why not in that regard? What I have an issue with are these bands that have continued on for years and have just been terrible live, like absolutely terrible live. If they're using backing tracks, if they're lip syncing, whatever it is. I mean, I don't see the point. I know these guys want to go out there and it's their dream. That's all they've ever done and they have to be on the stage and all that. But when I was a kid, before I started playing music, I wanted to be a rock star, right? Just like every kid that plays music, they want to be a fucking rock star. But I never thought, well, I'm going to be a rock star and then I'm going to get to the point where I'm such a pathetic player that I can't play anymore. I can't pull it off. I'm going to have all this crap piped in to do it for me. And I'm just going to go up there and move around and act like I'm singing. That's not the dream of anyone. Some of these bands, they're kind of on the cusp. I mean, AC/DC comes to mind first. They are definitely a legacy band. All of these bands are these legacy bands. AC/DC is one of the bands that I feel is still, they're kind of middle of the road. Their performances have not suffered. Brian Johnson's had some scares there. They've had some, you know, members that got arrested. They've had some deaths in the band. And they've got these people on board now that are you know, close to the band. And I think in some cases even family members still. I don't know. I haven't kept up on AC/DC, but they're still killing it, man. I mean, Brian Johnson's still up there squealing and doing his thing. And, you know, who thought all these years later after Back in Black that he would still be able to sing and kind of maintain it? I think he's 79 years old or something like that. It's insane. And Angus Young with his crazy white hair skipping across the stage in his schoolboy outfit. And the dude's still killing it. So more power to him, man. If they're still selling out arenas and stadiums, fucking do it. Scorpions is another one. Now, I know Klaus Meine had some medical issues recently. He had a respiratory issue, and I think he had some sort of nerve damage or some kind of a back problem or something, and he was out for a while and came back, and the first couple videos, not knowing that he was sick, was him just out there, and it was just like, he was like hobbling around stage and barely even able to get words out, like with any power. I mean, he was able to get words out, but he wasn't able to project anything. It was just kind of like this, You knew something happened to him. But I was just hoping that wasn't just that their unwillingness to kind of wrap it up. But, you know, he has actually gotten much better. He has improved, so I got to hand it to him there. Bon Jovi, same thing. He had some vocal cords issues and could not do it anymore. He just couldn't sing anymore at all. And I've always thought, regardless of what I think of his songs, which I'm not a huge fan of Bon Jovi at all, but his work ethic, his voice, his musicianship, he's amazing. Kind of like a Bruce Springsteen kind of thing. Kind of in a similar light. You know, they kind of remind me of one another. But he couldn't sing, and he went through all this experimental treatment and did all these things. They did some sort of a vocal cord transplant or something. And I was like, you need to hang it up. But I saw some recent videos, and he was pulling it off, man. I mean, and I hate to say, you know, that's not the goal of pulling it off, but, you know, it's better than being so god-awful and horrible where you're not pulling anything off. So pulling it off at his age, good, perfect. Guns N' Roses, on the other hand. Now, this band is, I love their first record. Back when it came out, I've talked about that in other videos. I won't go into that whole part of it, but Axl Rose now, he sounds like a broken belt sander. I mean, it's like, I don't know what's going on. They need to stop. Selfishly, I wish Guns N' Roses would have been a band that broke up in this huge ball of fire that just exploded between the 5 people and they almost killed each other a year after Appetite for Destruction came out. I think after that, it was just a downward slide. Yeah, they had some epic songs, you know, November Rain and all that stuff, and people love that stuff, but it was such a far cry from the grit and the dirtiness of Appetite for Destruction. It was just so polished and like, I don't know, there's just no grit to it. It never grabbed me. So that's a band I wish was one and done. But his voice, they need to call it quits, hands down. They are not serving anybody. They're going out there, they're charging whatever they are for tickets, and people are handing their money over, and they're getting fucking belt sander up there with ah! Knock it out. Come on. Time to wrap it up. David Lee Roth. I do not think David Lee Roth has completely lost his voice and has the inability to sing. I think David Lee Roth chooses to sing the way that he does. I don't know why. I don't know what people around him are like, yeah, Dave, sounds great. You know, these yes men that he probably has working for him. He sounds like crap. He does this weird, like, caterwauling. You like that word? Caterwauling. He's caterwauling up there. He does this, like, I don't know what the fuck to call it. An open mic night improv jazz singer at best. If he sang the songs as written, and you can embellish here and there, but he's like, I mean, I don't even know what the fuck he's doing. And he's like, looking at the crowd. He's weird. He's a fucking weird old man. But he can do it. That's the frustrating part. He chooses to sing in this crazy ass, whatever he's doing, completely out of time with whatever's going on musically behind him. He's just up there and just stop, man. He can sing. He can sing those songs. He chooses to sing them whatever the he's doing. He does not sing to the melody. He does not sing on time. He is all over the place, and it's awful. You retired once. Come on, man. Hang it up. Kiss. Yeah, I've bagged on Kiss before. There's rumblings of them coming back to some capacity. And I don't know if that's still relevant or, you know, what the case is there. I haven't paid much attention to it. But last I heard, like 6 months ago, they were going to come back, like no makeup and do some acoustic stuff. Oh, God. Just stop and go away. Their first farewell tour was in 2000, which was 25 years ago. Let me say that again. Their first farewell tour was in the year 2000, 25 years ago. And they just wrapped it up, well, we'll see, what, a year ago, 2 years ago? And they were using backing tracks, all the shit that they gave all these other bands a bunch of shit for doing, using backing tracks, lip syncing. They got caught several times. You know, the drummer was off on one song and it completely fucked everything up. And Paul Stanley's not away from he's not near the mic, but vocals are coming out. And they ripped on other bands for doing that for years. Anyway, just Kiss, come on, man. Like, just sell your stuff, sell your toys, sue the crap out of everybody. Oh, and Gene Simmons just came out and said, people, I'm not as rich as you think I am. I'm so sorry. I am so sorry, Gene Simmons. Twisted Sister. This just came out a couple days ago that they're doing a 50th anniversary world tour. A global world tour for Twisted Sister for a 50th anniversary tour. Do we need Twisted Sister back? The short and only answer is no. We do not. I don't think we needed them in the first place. I don't think I've ever met a Twisted Sister fan. They're out there, obviously, but I have never met anybody that is like, oh yeah, Twisted Sister, that's my jam right there. Nope. My question is, are they going to do the makeup on this 50th tour? They've already announced that their bass player is not coming back due to irreconcilable differences. So they've already lopped him off. No money for you. I think this is a cash grab. They have notoriously been broke their entire career. All the money that they borrowed to make all these big budget records and videos and all that stuff, they never recouped it because they only had one record that was anywhere near successful. And they're just, I don't know, man. I just think this is 100%, I think it's a cash grab. And I mean, I don't know. I haven't followed up on Dee Snider. He's always been a great performer, and I'm sure that he's going to be just fine. But this, out of all of them, I just think it's, after how long? 10 years or something? It's a cash grab. I think it's going to be ill-advised, poorly attended, I don't know. I don't get this one. So anyway. Motley Crue. Now, we all know this already. This is old news. We all know Motley Crue, they just can't do it anymore. They can't do it live. John Five can. Tommy Lee still, I've always thought he was a great drummer. I always liked his style. I thought he fit the genre perfectly well. He's kind of like the godfather for the glam rock genre, in my opinion, and coming into the hair metal days. Nikki Sixx using backing tracks for his bass. I mean, the guy has made an entire career. He is a world-renowned rock star playing like eighth notes on fucking everything. And you need backing tracks for that. Dun, 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 dun. Okay, all right. Vince Neil, yeah, fuck, dude. Just play the tape and just have him stand up there, just whatever he does. He can't follow it. So it's very obvious that he's not singing. And then when he does sing, he's like looking at the teleprompter and he's like missing lines and he's like holding the mic out. But he just screeches, you know. All those videos. This is pre-stroke. I'm not talking post-stroke. We've seen some of the post-stroke stuff, and it didn't look that much different, to be honest. I mean, you could see the upper lip looked a little frozen, which made me think something had happened. I know there was a health scare, but as far as his performance, that did not change at all. Didn't get better, didn't get worse. It stayed exactly the same. They're terrible. They need to stop. They're just taking money from people. It's a cash grab, 100%. Disagree with me, that's fine. I mean, this is all very Spinal Tap. And I'm so happy that they put out another Spinal Tap movie, or it's coming out, because it just like, it's a mockery of everything I'm fucking talking about here. And you guys know it. I don't want this to totally be negative, and be like glum bum, but some bands that are on that same time frame and that same age of their band, you know, they've been doing it for years and years, that are actually still doing it at an extremely high level. 3 bands came to mind. Metallica. You can say whatever you want about Metallica. Love them or hate them, those guys still perform at a top level. I saw them last June. I was blown away. I've been very outspoken about my feelings for Lars Ulrich over the last 20 years. He was not good. He looked like he was just kind of going through it, never worked at it, and that bothered me more than anything. Someone in that position that plays that poorly and is doing nothing to really improve that, I think that's the same as these guys going out that still, they can't sing anymore, but they're just taking the money from the people. I kind of see it as the same kind of thing. So anyway, last couple years, the dude started fucking practicing big time. I mean, he's still Lars. He's still like not the best drummer ever, but I mean, you could feel what was coming through him at that show. And it was like a different, I have not seen him perform this well, this consistently in years. Now, I'm not a huge Metallica fan, but I had an opportunity to go, and I listened to everything he did, and he fucking nailed it. Like, he nailed the whole show. It was impressive. I walked away from that, I was like, damn, I just saw something, you know? It was impressive. Styx is another band. They still perform at just a ridiculously high level. Like, they work at it. Their drummer alone, Todd Sucherman, I mean, the dude is a freak of nature. He plays like a 20-year-old, you know? Like, he's incredible. He's powerful. Their harmonies are great. Their playing is great. Everything. They put on an amazing show. I've never seen them, but every live video I've seen of theirs, I would go see them. I would go see Styx, for sure. I think the band that, for the career they've had, the style of music they play, that has probably done it better than anyone, in my opinion, is Iron Maiden. We talk about all the other members of the band. Sadly, Nico's not there anymore. Steve Harris, Adrian Smith, and Dave Murray are still fucking just laser sharp. It is unbelievable. Yannick, he's always a crapshoot. He's like, oh, flipping his guitar around and like falling off stuff. He's a weirdo. He's a little bit of a crackpot. He's a great guitar player, but he's, you know, he's just the dude that was like, okay, yeah, go over there, buddy. Play over there. He's just kind of, I don't know, it's just a weird thing. I don't think they need 3 guitar players, but anyway, I don't like change. Bruce Dickinson. I mean, holy fuck, that dude. He's 66 years old. He's still running back and forth, up levels, downstairs, jumping off of monitors the entire show. And his vocals are like phenomenal. I don't know what it is with him. Well, I do. He takes care of himself. He works at it. He realizes what his job is and that he has an obligation to 80,000 fans every night to fucking work at it and kick ass, which is what they do every single night for years. I mean, they're in their 50th tour right now. And you look at all these other bands that are like Motley Crue, get healthy. You know, I'm not talking about the stroke. Before that, lose the weight, fucking work at it, and get it to where it's presentable without playing, you know, your own record behind you when you're live on stage. Be like Metallica and Styx and Iron Maiden and work at it. That is the thank you to your fans right there. Not going out saying, oh, we're here. We're going to struggle through it. Thanks for paying. Go out and earn it. I mean, earn that money that you just took from these people. I mean, there's a difference. If you earn that money because you've worked at it, that's great. If you do not, and you're just out there going through the motions and you're charging $300 a ticket, you're taking it from them. So, I don't know. Anyway, that's my video. Quick one. Spur of the moment. I didn't think I was going to make a video today, but here we are, and that's about it. So, I'll see you on the next one. All right. Later.